Welcome back. What if I told you that you could have pancakes that are so low in carbs, so high in fiber and protein, and they taste so close to the real thing, it's almost hard to tell the difference? Well, just hang on. I'm starting this recipe with 1/3 of a cup of Lupin flour and 1/3 of a cup of oat fiber powder, my monkfruit sweetener, and my salt and baking powder. And you're going to mix that thoroughly. Next, we're going to take our 3 eggs and beat them thoroughly before adding the rest of the wet ingredients, which are a dairy-free, vanilla, sugar-free plain yogurt, vanilla extract, and that was avocado oil. And you want to mix those ingredients thoroughly. And then next we're going to combine the wet and the dry ingredients together. Now at this point you're going to want to hang on, because I've got to give you a tip that I think would ensure for a better end result. So make sure you watch this video in its entirety. When you begin to stir slowly at the beginning, just until the flours, the dry ingredients, begin to absorb the liquid. And then you can give it a bit of a more vigorous stir. Kind of move your spoon sideways until the batter becomes velvety. There you go, like that. Now, if you feel like your batter is a little too thick at this point, you can add 1 tablespoon of water, which I did because I didn't want my batter too thick. That makes it harder for pancakes to become done all the way through. Now, it's at that point that you want to let your batter sit for 10 minutes before cooking. If I had anything to redo with this recipe, that's it. That is the secret, the tip that I wanted you to wait for. This was my first time working with Lupin flour and oat fiber. I would highly recommend letting it sit, and I think that will make that little grainy texture that I experienced at the end when eating these pancakes. It would cause the flours to absorb more of the liquid. I do have to say, after these pancakes sat for a little while, the grainy texture dissipated, but I would prefer for them to be, not have that graininess as soon as I sit. Oh, she ain't ready yet. As soon as I sit down to eat. And so that's the tip that I would give you. Other than that, this recipe is a complete thumbs up. And now I'm adding a little melted butter to my pancakes. This recipe makes 8 pancakes. And you can add the sugar-free syrup of your choice. I used agave nectar because I'm not totally sugar-free. Yeah, let's give them a taste, y'all. You add your favorite. Either they're going to be good or it's a big old mess. That's good. I'm going to give these pancakes a thumbs up. They're tasty. The texture is different. It's a little grainy. This is good. I can have pancakes again. Once again, thank you for stopping by my channel. It is free to subscribe. Comment, like, and share. It helps with the algorithm. This is so good. And I'm gonna go so I can head out to work. When I was dreaming about making these pancakes, I was so hungry in my sleep. These are worth a try. These are worth making, I'm sorry. I would say I will probably make double batches of these and freeze them so that I can just let them come up to room temperature, warm them up for a few seconds, and make breakfast a lot easier. They are light and fluffy and buttery. This is good. I'm gonna go so I can finish these. And of course, they're not gonna be exactly like flour pancakes because honestly, there's nothing like flour, but this is pretty good. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.